Hello guys and welcome back to our channel. In today's video we're going to take a look at a project that's called AIC Chain. So we'll go through their website step by step and I'll break down what the project is, how it works and what type of system they're building. A key disclaimer before you check AIC Chain that this is for educational purposes only. I'm a financial advisor and always do not big research before thinking to invest in any project. Without further ado, let's dive right in. So this is our official website and now let me explain you what is actually AIC Chain. So AIC Chain is a layer 1 blockchain designed for two main things. First one is the real world assets trading and the second one is AI compute trading. So real world assets or RWA refer to physical assets like energy resources being represented on chain, which really is good stuff to know right now in the beginning. So at the same time, AI compute refers to the infrastructure used for running and training AI models. So the main idea behind AIC Chain is to combine these two into one system where both assets and computing power can be managed and settled on chain, which is really amazing stuff to know right now. So AIC describes itself as a system connecting physical resources with the digital economy. So they focus especially on energy related assets such as oil and gas and aim to bring those into blockchain-based environments. So the idea is to create a link between real-world industries and on-chain financial systems, which is really interesting stuff to have in this world right now. AIC Chain highlights two main use cases. First is high-frequency trading of real-world assets. This focuses on solving issues like congestion, high fees, and slow transaction speeds, which is a really big issue right now. So second is AI compute trading, where computing power can be exchanged and settled on chain, which is really amazing thing to know. So this creates a system where both assets and compute resources can be actively used within the network, which is, like I said, really amazing stuff to have right now. The platform is built as its own layer 1 blockchain with a modular structure. So one of the key components is their consensus system called AIDPOS. So the system uses AI to help manage things like node performance, network load, and overall stability, which is really good thing to know. So they also mention features like instant transaction finality, intelligent node scheduling, and scalability for large data processing, which is really good stuff right now. So in this part of the website, we can see that the focus is on how computing resources are integrated into the network, and right here you can see this includes tokenizing GPU hardware, enabling compute trading, and supporting AI model training, which really good stuff. So you can see the idea is to treat computing power as a resource that can be used as a distributed through the blockchain, which is really amazing stuff to know. So for real world assets, AIC introduced a protocol system that handles asset confirmation, on-chain representations, and the compliance requirements. So they also includes built-in interface for things like KC and AML, so which are important when dealing with the real-world financial assets, which is really good right now. And AIC describes its system as having two main components. So right here you can see the first one is the energy-based assets and also the AI compute infrastructure. So these two parts work together within the same ecosystem, which is really amazing thing to see, and supporting both physical asset integration and digital processing, which is really amazing, like I said. So the platform uses a dual token model. So you can see the AIC token is used for gas fees, staking, and governance. Also, there is a stable asset called USDA, which is used as a medium of exchange within the system, which is really good thing to know. So right here you can see the total supply is 100 million, which is really good thing to know. And also the supply of USDA is 100 billion. So there is also mechanisms where USDA can be burned to generate AC over time. And right here you can see distribution is going 80% for mining output, which is a really good thing to see. And at the end of the website, you can see the platform represents a broader ecosystem that includes energy-based DeFi, on-chain delivery of assets, cross-chain connections, and AI compute leasing. So this shows that the project is aiming to build a larger system around both assets and infrastructure, which is really amazing stuff to know. And on the top of the website, we can see some things like vision, architecture, narrative, tokenomics, and ecosystem. We went through all of this, but if you click on the ecosystem right here, you can see some things like AIC swap, cross-chain bridge, blockchain scan, testnet facet, and developer hub, also GitHub, so you can check that editing for yourself. Now let's check their GitHub. So on the GitHub we can see some things about AIC Chain. Right here you can see that the last certified contribution in the last year, so you can see on the March, which is the starting, we can see that the more is the green, that is meaning the more that the contribution is happening, which is a really good thing to see. So that's meaning account contribution is really high, which is really important thing to see. Also, right here you can see that everything is public, which is really important stuff to know. That's meaning there is no some cache. Also, you can see the location from the project or something like that. Also, the link of the website, and I recommend you to check for yourself that also. And this is their Twitter profile, which have over 100 followers. You can see they just joined on January of 2026, so that's meaning they're really new on the social media. Right now, we're talking about Twitter, so you can see that they have made almost 10 posts, so it's meaning they're just starting. They're building community, which is a really good thing to know for anything. To build community on social media is really important thing in anything, any space of that you want to do. So because of that, we want to support them by following, and by scrolling down we can see what are they posting. So their first post is pinned on the April 1st. We can see some about their AIC Chain mainnet officially is launched, which is a really good thing to see. We can see that post made almost 1.5k impressions, which is really amazing thing to see, because that means the community is interested and people are interested to see what they have to offer. Now, by scrolling down, we can see some more good things about their AIC Chain in Times Square. We can see New York that's happening, and now let's check that video from the start right now. So that's meaning you can find them also in the new time in the Times Square in the New York, which really impressive stuff to see, which really good thing for security and for the building of trust, which really important thing to see. And you can see that post made over 1,000 impressions, which really amazing stuff to see, because it's meaning, like I said, people are really interested to see what they have to offer. So that wraps up our review of AIC Chain. If you found this video helpful, feel free to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comment section down below. Stay informed, stay curious, and I'll be seeing you in the next one.